Let's talk about Justin Fields and can he still be a franchise quarterback in the NFL? Because a lot of Steeler fans believe that if Russell Wilson doesn't go out there and perform up the standard, that they will slide in Justin Fields and he can be a franchise quarterback. I will say this right here. I do not believe that Justin Fields can be a franchise quarterback at this stage of his career. He has too many flaws in his game from inside the pocket. But can he be a serviceable player from week to week? Sure, he can be. His legs are going to make him continue to be dangerous as hell in the NFL, whether he stays with the Steelers long term or not. He's going to stick around the NFL for the next couple of years because he's an athletic specimen. He's a big quarterback that can run around and he can make some freakishly athletic plays. And he has a huge arm as well. And he can navigate inside the pocket. That's the crazy part. The thing is with Justin Fields, which is so frustrating, he'll have a very good game against a team like the Denver Broncos from inside the pocket. And then the next week, he'll look completely terrible from inside the pocket. They have to use him on the run. Two things can be true. Justin Fields is not a good enough passer to get you over the hump in the NFL. And the Chicago Bears did a horrible job by putting the right weapons and the right coaching around this kid. And both of those things are true. It made sense for the Chicago Bears to move on from Justin Fields. It's just talking about a dead horse at this point because basically they moved on from Justin Fields. You have Caleb Williams. You don't have to pay Caleb Williams right now. If they were to hold on to Justin Fields, and if it was a chance that Justin Fields not developed to that next level, everyone gets fired. So it made sense. I'm talking about Justin Fields right now, the backup with the Steelers. Is there something there with this kid as a starter? I believe that there is in terms of being an athletic quarterback. As a guy that can come in and take over your franchise, I just don't see it. It's a reason why the Steelers went out there and they declined a fifth-year option. They're hoping that Russell Wilson can be their guy. And right now, Russell Wilson is a better quarterback from inside the pocket than Justin Fields. It takes more than just running around and making crazy plays to get a franchise over the hump. Look at Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. No disrespect towards Lamar Jackson, but that style of play can only get you so far. When you look at Justin Fields in the NFL, as a passer, the numbers aren't the best. The most passing touchdowns that he has had in a season was 17, and that came in his sophomore year. And he had 11 interceptions as well. Not every interception was his fault, but he was tired of being the most sacked quarterback in the NFL at that time with Russell Wilson. It's too many flaws to his game still because he hasn't been developed to that next level. Matt Nagy was a terrible head coach and he was a terrible offensive play caller as well. You look at Luke Getsy, he was not the best offensive play caller, but he did the best that he could those last 2 years with Justin Fields. He used him more outside the pocket. They used more read option. They used more RPOs to get this kid into the right situation. Then they also made a trade to go out there and get DJ Moore to get him a true number one wide receiver, who is one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And things were still not clicking. I can come on here and say that he was put into a bad situation over and over again. And that is true. But you have to make the best out of what you have. Early on, when Darnell Mooney was his number one wide receiver, it was some sad days. But that last year with the Chicago Bears, the season we just moved off of, this was the chance for him to go out there and prove that he could be a star quarterback in the league. And he has some good moments, but 16 passing touchdowns to 9 interceptions is not good enough in 13 games. And I understand that he does more than just pass the football. In his last year with the Chicago Bears, and he missed significant time dealing with a thumb injury, he also had 657 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. We always go back to that 2022 season. And so many people look at highlights. They don't actually look at film and they say, hey, this kid was a beast. If he had the right talent around him, this is a guy that had over 1,000 rushing yards. And he did 1,143 rushing yards in that second season and 8 rushing touchdowns. Those type of numbers are Lamar Jackson type of numbers in terms of rushing and passing touchdowns as well. Because he had 17. If he was drafted by a different team, maybe we're singing a different tune. But I can say that about every single quarterback in the NFL. They were just drafted into a different situation. They were just drafted by the San Francisco 49ers. At the end of the day, we look at Justin Fields on film, and you can see it right here. Look at this play against the Green Bay Packers. He can't go out there and fully read NFL defenses. And we're in year number 3, entering year number 4 here. This is a terrible interception. This is a horrible play right here by Justin Fields. And it happens. You can say I'm nitpicking here, but it's another play against the Kansas City Chiefs. right in the middle of the field, right there, throws an interception. It's a tip pick, basically a similar type of interception. And those are weeks between each other. That was week 1 against the Packers. And that was just a couple weeks later against the Kansas City Chiefs. Something isn't clicking with him in terms of reading NFL defenses. And guys will get open and he just doesn't see them. And then when he does see them, he processes it too late and he goes for an interception, or that guy is now running into a different zone. And he does struggle against press man coverage. It's too many times when they run press man coverage or they run roll coverage towards the slot, they take that first read away. The first thing that he does is take off and run. A lot of that can be contributed to what happened a year ago when he was tired of being the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. He doesn't have the confidence in his offensive line. But we can go back into what happened in college at the Ohio State University. He struggled against the blitz, which he still struggles against the blitz now. And he could not fully read those coverages. At Ohio State, it's a 1 read and go. It's a 2 read and go. That's why so many people are down on Ohio State quarterbacks. CJ Stroud has just been phenomenal, by the way. But guys like Justin Fields, they usually don't go out there and they become better over the years inside the pocket. And I'm not saying that he's a horrible player. It's definitely a spot for him in the NFL as a bridge starter. But if you want him to be a guy for the next 3 to 4 years, and if he can possibly lead you into the NFL playoffs, I just don't see it. Can he win you football games here and there? Yes. That's why he is a backup right now with the Steelers. Can that all change with this organization? Sure, it can. We've seen guys like Geno Smith. They go out there and revive their career with a change of scenery. The same with Baker Mayfield. But that's just 2 quarterbacks compared to many others that go to other teams, they completely flame out. They're going to run some special packages for Justin Fields in the red zone. But right now, if you're asking me who is the best option for the Steelers at that quarterback position, it is Russell Wilson. And if Russell Wilson is not their guy for this season and they go to Justin Fields, it may not be pretty. They're going to play similar defense to what the Steelers do with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to force you to go out there and pass the football and beat you from inside the pocket. And like I've said before, he can navigate the pocket. His pocket presence is good here and there. It's just not consistent. Hopefully with the right coaching, they can get this kid to the next level. I don't even believe that the Steelers is the best situation for this kid. The best situation for him would be the Las Vegas Raiders with the weapons that they have, with Devontae Adams and Micah Mayer and Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. With that team, that offensive line and the run game that they have with Zamir White, that would be the better placement for him. And the Steelers are not a horrible organization to be with if you just want to go out there and fix some things. But we have never seen Mike Tomlin go out there and fully develop a quarterback. He's never had to because he had Big Ben for pretty much his entire career. They tried a Kenny Pickett experiment. It was terrible. They tried the Mitch Trubisky experiment as well. Just a bridge quarterback that's a backup at best. Really just a third string. That's it. So right now, Russell Wilson is their guy. And I know a lot of Steelers fans don't want to hear that. You ride with Russell Wilson. If the wheels do fall off, you go with Justin Fields. But you're not going to have this dynamic passing attack around this kid. He's a runner. He's a dual threat. And some people's eyes, that's a great thing. But name me 5 quarterbacks over the last couple of years that have been able to go out there and run themselves into a Super Bowl. And a lot of people may say, well, Patrick Mahomes can run. Patrick Mahomes is more so known for being a pocket passer. We're killing you inside the pocket. He's going to go outside and he's going to run to throw the football. Justin Fields runs outside the pocket to create rushing lanes to run the football. And you also open yourself up to injuries as well. It's part of the reason why Lamar Jackson hasn't been as successful in the NFL playoffs, because they're going to force you to go out there and read cover 3 and read cover 2 defenses that Justin Fields struggles against. And I've said this in previous videos. He's one of my favorite players to watch because he's a highlight reel. But it doesn't really go out there and help you win football games. Could that change? Yes. But right now, I just don't see it. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about Justin Fields, and can he turn his career around with the Steelers and with the right coaching? As far as his immediate future, I can see him leaving the Steelers or possibly staying with them. We'll see. But I can see him leaving a team like the Steelers and going to a team like the Raiders and just being a bridge starter while they draft a quarterback. Or going to a team possibly like the Giants if they want to move on from Daniel Jones. Because there's something there, just depends with the right coaching. But as a refined passer inside the pocket, he's going to need a lot of work. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, I want each and every last one of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. God bless. Peace.